Hello, this is Alesha, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. So, this is my attempt at a part 2 of what to do when you're not invited to your friend's wedding, especially when you thought you were really close. I think I pretty much got all of what I want to say in part 1, but let me try this again. Let me just say it plain and simple. The reason why you wasn't invited is because they didn't want you there. There's been plenty of weddings that I haven't been invited to. That's why I'm just grateful for the ones that I am invited to, because people change. They just don't want you there. Sometimes you think, oh, I'm really close to this person. I go out with this person. We've had a history with this person. Like I just said, people change. And sometimes you might end up being on the cut list. And like I said in the last video, they tell us ladies, to be our truest self, girl empowerment, strong girls. But then when you are a lady that has let go of the need to be liked, like I said in the last video, people do hold it against you because, like I said, they socialize us girls to be everything to everybody, mend ourselves for everybody else, and to be people pleasers. And when we say, you know what, I'm just going to look out for me, I'm going to live my life on my own terms, I'm going to do what I want when I want, you definitely face a penalty from people. And I will say the way people have tried to get at me is leaving me out, not inviting me out to places, and cutting me out of their weddings. And that's okay. Like I said, I'm not mad at people. I mean, at the end of the day, you invite who you want to invite. But sometimes when you're on different life paths, like for example, I'm going to bring this up in another point, but a lot of people in our 20s or 30s are getting married. Look around on Facebook and Instagram. You see a lot of engagement announcements going out, people getting married, people picking out their wedding dress. But then what if you're a 20, 30 something that's not wanting to get married at this time? Or what if you don't want to ever get married? What if you just realize it's not for you? In a perfect world, differences would be respected, but it's not. Sometimes when you don't think the way they think, I'm gonna cut you out of my life. And it's sad. Like I said, there's a lot of people in my life that's getting married right now, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy they found their person. But it's not exactly something I want to do, if ever. I discussed this in my other videos, why I don't want to be married. I'm not going to get into every single point in this video because I explained it in those 2 videos. I'm not really going to sleep at night thinking, oh my gosh, I need to find the man of my dreams tomorrow. Because I don't really care if it happens for me or not. And I think because I have that mindset, and there's a lot of my friends who are getting married, oh, since she thinks differently than us, then we should cut her out. And like I said, I have friends who are still single, friends who are married, friends who are divorced. And I apologize for any background noise. But anyway, yeah, I mean, we're all in different stages. And we should just respect each other's past. But it doesn't always go down like that, unfortunately. So I've found that some of my married friends and some of my friends who've gotten in relationships, once they get in the relationships, you don't hear from them no more. How many people have friends like that where once they have their boyfriend, once they have a girlfriend, you don't hear from them? Because their life is, that one person is their whole life and you're not in their life anymore. And like I said, the only person... Another point I want to add to that, the only person I'm competing with is myself. The only person I'm trying to outdo is me. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I mean, I'm not going to put in a relationship on Facebook just because. Or, oh, I feel left out. Or I feel like I'm not doing this at a certain time like people are saying that I'm supposed to. I'm just going to do what I want when I want. And, what you see is what you get with me. I'll just, like I said, I'm telling you, my friends, you know, if my hair is getting shorter, I'll just tell you, hey, my hair is getting shorter. You know, for a lot of these YouTube videos, I really don't wear a bunch of makeup. So again, what you see is what you get. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, and I'm just gonna say what's on my mind. And sometimes some people just don't like that, and it's, again, it would be nice if we had a world where, hey, we just agree to disagree, and hey, you don't want to be married, that's okay. I choose to be married, and I still want you in my life, but life doesn't work like that. And especially when you're somebody who takes the road less traveled. How many people are out there like that? Let me word that. How many people are out there taking the road less traveled, and you find that you're getting flack from people in your life because of it? You know, people start to misunderstand you, and then you don't fit in. Like I said in the last video, stay the course, be yourself. For all those ladies out there that, you know, just decided, hey, I don't need to be liked, stay the course. Don't let people try to change you. Don't let people try to punish you and leave you out and make you feel bad because you chose a certain way. Even for my fellas, you know, if you let go of the need to be liked and you decided, hey, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing, I want to take my own separate path. And just because you're taking a different path doesn't mean that you're lost. Just stay the course. Eventually, you will find people that will include you, love you, and invite you. And like I said in the last video, let me get a drink of water. Let me try that again. Like I said in the last video, maybe you thought you were close to them, but they didn't see you in the same way. And with some of my friendships, sometimes I could pick up right where I left off. Sometimes it might be 10 years before I talk to some of my people, and I can hit them up on Facebook, say, hey, let's hang out, and they're up and ready to hang out. Some of them, I found that they even removed me off social media. Like, that's okay, people change. Sometimes, there's people that no matter what you do, no matter where you go, they're going to always be in your life. I find with a lot of my friendships, I just have to be flexible because, like I said, sometimes people change. And sometimes people are only in your life for a season and a reason. And like I said, when people want to leave your life, let them. Just turn the chapter or just get a whole new book and start a whole new life. And like I said, I'm not mad at anybody who doesn't invite me to their wedding. I still congratulate them. I'm still happy for them. If I still see them, you know, probably during this pandemic, I won't hug them. But whenever a pandemic is over, I'll give them a high five and hug and congratulations. And like I said, if I ever decide to marry, which it's not going to happen at this point, people out here in YouTube and in life, you can pretty much make a bet on how long my marriage is going to last. If I got married right now, I'm telling you, I would be one of those girls that will run, you know, run like the wind bullseye. They'd be like, run, Alesha, run. I will run because I'm not doing it. And people always convince me, oh, you know, you should want to be a wife and mother, because again, they send us women a message that, you know, being a wife and being a mother is the only thing that we should want to do, the only thing we should aspire to do. But see, if you're somebody with different goals, dreams, and aspirations, you have to just kind of shut out the noise, because they don't understand. They think you're supposed to want to be married. So you constantly hear that message, you know, you'll be a cute wife, you'll be a great mother, but if you don't want to do that, it's constantly being shoved down your throat. It's almost like you have to even get out of your own environment, because I know for me, when I'm in LA and New York or around my musician and acting friends, I don't get it as much. But when I'm coming back home to Indiana, you know, a lot of my high school and college friends have settled down. And, you know, most people are going to find the love of their life eventually. And I'm not saying I won't ever find somebody. It's just not something I want to do right now. But every time I'm home, I get hammered with the question. Or every time I'm around family, somebody pulls me aside, like, they're like, where's your boyfriend? And I'm just like, I'll let you know. I'm good in that area. And like I said, if I ever get married, I'll invite you. I'll send you links and live links, and if we're really tight, you know, if you want to come, you're more than welcome. And it's funny because I actually had to miss one of my really close friends' weddings, Amelia. I had surgery, and oh, my body just hurt in ways I couldn't describe. I wish I had a time machine so I could go back and beat her, but life happens. And she told me, hey, don't worry about it. You know, it's not a big deal. So that's how I just see my relationships and marriage. It's not a big deal. Like, if it happens for me, great. If it does, if it doesn't, I'm okay. If it does, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get going, but try not to feel so bad that you didn't get invited. Understand that it's not about you, it's about the bride and the groom. And try to hang around other people that make you feel welcomed, because there's loving people out there. They will find you, you will find them. And good night, my friends. Let's see, I think I got everything, and if not, I'm gonna go ahead and just say screw it, because my time is about to run out on this video. And I'll probably write an article about it later. Later, Gators. Good night. Oh, by the way, I'm not much of a yogurt person, more a Chobani person, but this Yo Play shirt's pretty cool. That's why I decided to wear it. But have a nice night. Good night.